Hey, I want to talk about some of the benefits that you'll get if you sign up for my seminar, Silva Ultramind, which is coming up in September. It'll be on Zoom on the 24th and 25th. And, you know, many people now, if you follow them on Facebook, the kind of people I like to watch, and YouTube, are talking about how you must meditate. There's never been a time when we needed to go within more, I think, than that I've seen in my life. And I've been on the planet for 76 years now. We really need to go within to claim in our own consciousness what we desire without interference from the outside world. In order to do that, we are all manifestors. We are all so much more powerful than we think we are, because we have superpowers we haven't even dreamed of yet that we can tap into. And the more you begin to understand consciousness and some of the abilities you have, it's fascinating. I've been studying this my whole life because I'm so fascinated by psychic abilities, the paranormal, spiritual healing, manifesting. I just love all of these interesting topics. Maybe it's because I saw 3 UFOs when I was a teenager up close, and they opened my thought, because once you see something that you cannot explain in the paradigm that we're living in, other than it's got to be something either from another world or a big secret that we're keeping here on planet Earth. I don't know what it is, but you want to find out, and it's very life-changing. It changed my life to the point where I immediately joined the airline so I could start interviewing pilots. And guess what I found out? They couldn't talk about it. There was a cover-up. They were not allowed to talk about it. Of course, some of them talked to me about it that I befriended, and I got a lot of information. But believe me, there are so many secrets on this planet. And that, to me, is the fascinating thing about it. I like to know how things work in the realm of consciousness. So I became a Silva Ultramind trainer back in 2004. And Vishen and I used to do seminars. And, he was a Silva Ultramind trainer too. And I traveled all over the country training thousands of people, watching them go through transformation. Sometimes right in the classroom, they'd have spiritual healings, or have that big aha moment where they'd figure out what their purpose is for the first time in their life. And then I'd get emails from people telling me about the incredible things that were happening as a result of this seminar. It's very powerful. Jose Silva started teaching this in 1966. And he was very aware of the fact that we are at the next phase of human evolution. And the inner world of consciousness and mind is really what we're exploring now more in depth than we ever did before. It's always been around. There have always been mystics and people who understood this, but mainstream, no. But it's time for people to wake up and realize that the mind must become laser sharp and get rid of all doubts and fears and worries if you want to manifest something. This fear thing that people get into is blocking their good, their happiness, their joy, their sense of inner peace. You can't be at peace with yourself if you're walking around fearful of every human being and everything that you're hearing, and you've got no control over anything. That is not a healthy state to be in. So you can take back control when you learn how to use active meditation to neutralize, to go to the cause of everything, which is your mind, your imagination. The cause of everything you see in this world came from a thought. It was a thought that created it. That was the cause initially. Someone's imagination created the chair you're sitting in, our tables, our houses, our cars, everything. So once you understand how powerful you are, and you learn how to go to that altered state of consciousness, which is alpha, theta, where your brain is actually vibrating at a different frequency from when you're walking around with your 5 senses engaged. And you learn how to do that on a regular basis because it's fun, it's healthy, it's uplifting, And it relaxes your body in a way that it's anti-aging, it heals you. You sleep better, you get answers, you know where to go to get the answers. You become sovereign. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You deserve it. So I invite you to check it out. There's a green button below you can press. I'll give you a free session to see if it's right for you. And it's coming up in September.